I've just started watching The Last of Us. I need to do a clicker. I wasn't going to do a makeup look of one of them, and then they released the pictures and they just look so cool. The colours just looks so cool. It's a big old task, but we're gonna do it. What I've decided to do is create the main part of it on a mask, because I couldn't think of a way to do it on my face and paint it and be able to see. Then I can take it off and put it on my wall after. That is what I'm most excited for. I've drawn my slight outlines of where things are going to be. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have the mouth on my actual face and probably cut the mask around like this area. I've put it on a mannequin head that is covered in cling film, and I've put masking tape around the back because there is so much going on up here and it also goes back around here on the head. So the reason I put cling film on this is because then I can cut into the cling film here and take all of this off the mannequin head, and it's basically going to be like a helmet. This is where we're at the moment, so I've decided to do foil. I'm just going to have a play about. I have started to add some foam to some of the bits of foil, just because I think when I add more layers it's going to be harder to put foam on these pieces, so I'm just going to do a bit at a time. I'm finishing for the night. I have covered all of the foil parts in foam already and I'm really happy with how it's looking so far. So it's the next morning and I've added a few more. This is time consuming, but I am really liking how it turns out. I just can't wait to paint it. I've started to add some details here and here, as you can see. I still have a gap here, but I've just run out of foil, so I need to get some more. I've started to create the piece round the mouth, because from the picture it's all big here and then it gets smaller and smaller to the mouth. I do have some fake teeth, but I don't want to push these in yet because I want to paint this first. I don't want the paint getting on these teeth. So I've been putting off the next part for so long now. I was just so scared that I was going to mess it up, but this is kind of like the final bit. But I'm going to be airbrushing. I've got my paints here, I've got my airbrush here. Okay, so here we are at the moment. It's looking very yellow and that's not what we want, but trust the process. This is my reference picture and I'm now going to put all the red bits on and the orange bits, which I am the most excited about, and hopefully it just transforms this. Alright, so this is where we're at so far. That's the reference image and this is where we're at. I need to add some black into it to create some more depth. So I think I have finished the painting, but I'm so happy with how this has turned out. I was so nervous with the spray paint and the colour, but I do actually really like it. I need to cut the bottom half of this mask off, but I'm going to put it on and show you it because I've already taken this off. It had cling film over it. I've cut it off. It is a mask with masking tape at the back, and when I put it on, this is what it looks like. There's no point in me even talking with that on at the moment because you're not going to be able to hear me. You can get a set of fake teeth and they look so real. They're not real, but I have a box of all different types of teeth. I've got like the molars and everything. I think I got them on Amazon. It freaks me out a little bit, but for stuff like this it's going to look perfect because like they look like real teeth. It's crazy. So it's the next day and this is all dried. So now it's time to paint it. I'm actually going to try to use this paint. This is the paint that I put in my airbrush, but I'm going to dip a paintbrush in it and see how it goes using it just with a normal brush. I've got my reference picture here. I know it's gross, but it is still the colour of normal gums and then it goes slightly red and dark and you get the gist. So hopefully I can recreate this on here. So I think I've finished painting around the teeth.